Man, what is good, YouTube? This is my full card breakdown of the UFC Fight Night. Nicolau taking on Alex Perez. This is all my picks this year. I've been posting all my picks on Instagram, though. I'm just now starting to do YouTube breakdowns. Also, this is the percentage of the picks I got right. Like, this is not going to slide, bro. I'm not going to get less than Lucas Tracy this year. Like, come on, bro. 58% is not going to slide. I do be throwing out some underdog picks that I don't necessarily think is going to happen. I'm probably going to stop doing that, though, because I pick sometimes I like to rock with a big underdog if I think they got a real chance. Like, Yan Shannon, I thought she was getting disrespected, and I thought she had a real chance. This was my picks last year. I swear a lot of shit was not making sense this year on just regular fight night cards because a lot of big favorites been losing. But here we go. This is what I got. I was like 64% last year, so I got to step it up. And starting off, beginning of the card, we got Machete. That's just his name. Out of China, taking on Gabriel Benitez. And then, all right, Gabriel Benitez, he took 2 years off from his last fight, went out there, lost to Jim Miller, didn't really show a single thing, and he's getting on the older side, so I don't really see him going out there and getting doing anything to Machete. Machete, he's a young fighter. He's only 24. His last fight was against Borshev. He got knocked down 3 times and knocked out brutally, but I think he's a good enough striker to go in there and knock out Gabriel Benitez in the first 2 rounds. Next fight, this one's going to be a quick breakdown. We got Ivana Petrovic taking on Leah Nang. Leah Nang, I think I might have butchered her name. I think the first 2 fighters out of China, I'm butchering their names. Like, my bad, but Leah Nang, I don't even know how she's in the UFC. She got 4 fights in the UFC, 4-3 fights, been finished in every single one in the first 2 rounds, and she just does not look good at all. And now she got Ivana Petrovic, who's, I guess, like, good technically. Leah Nang doesn't really do much right at all, but she does fight aggressive. I think that's the only reason she's in the UFC. So I see Petrovic getting her out there also in the first 2 rounds. I'm going to say by submission, rear naked choke. I'm going to say round 1. Okay, next fight this fight literally changed like right when I made the breakdown video, but James Lontop, I have him winning. I made a breakdown against Gabe Green. I guess we'll show that. Card, Gabe Green taking on James Lontop with 2 L's in the beginning of his name. James Lontop, he just had a fight on the Contender Series. Didn't look too bad. He's a pretty clean striker. We got Gabe Green on the other hand. Doesn't really show anything offensively on striking and nothing with the grappling that I think he's going to be able to take him down, but he survived 3 rounds with Ian Gary, but all he did was pretty much play defense that fight. I see James Lontop going in there, landing powerful shots, and I think he's going to beat Gabe Green probably, I'm going to say a late round 2, round 3 finish. Next fight, this one, another quick breakdown. We got Mardik Man. She has 1 fight in the UFC. She stepped up short notice. She's taking on Ketlin Souza. Ketlin Souza, okay, bro. We got a U.S. girl taking on a Brazilian girl. Brazilian girls run UFC, MMA, and she's like somewhat proven in UFC. Mardik Man just went up there short notice just to get beat up. I think Ketlin Souza is going to be their unanimous decision. That's what I'm going to say. All right, next fight in this card, we got Caio Machado taking on Don'Tale Mayes. Don'Tale Mayes, in the UFC, he's been submitted 2 times. He always looks decent on the feet, but he never looks like too good at all, really. And then we got Caio Machado. Goes out there, just chucks in overhands. His last fight, he actually looks better. Contender Series fight, he looked trash doing it. His first fight, he looked trash too, but like you could tell it was kind of working against like an actual reasonable opponent, Mick Parkin. And I'm pretty sure that was a split decision. He outlanded him on the fight, but he was getting taken down. And he's like weirdly decent on his back. I'm going to say Caio Machado goes out there and he submits Don'Tale Mayes, because Don'Tale Mayes he's not good on the ground at all. Caio Machado is like, he showed like weirdly decent skills off his back for a heavyweight, and I think he's going to go out there and submit him. All right, next fight, we got Austin Hubbard taking on Michel Fidlak. How I think this fight's going to go. Michel Fidlak, I think he's going to be the cleaner striker. Austin Hubbard, I think he's going to go in there, try to get the fight to look dirty. I think he's going to try to shoot for takedowns, but he's not good enough to get it on the ground. I think Michel Fidlak's going to go out there, and I think he's going to beat up Austin Hubbard and get a TKO win in the late, like, 2nd, 3rd round, possibly a decision win if Austin Hubbard survives. Okay, next fight on the card, we got Ronnie Yaha taking on Victor Henry. Victor Henry, he's better everywhere in this fight. He's better on the feet. He's going to be better on the ground. Ronnie Yaha, he's getting up there in age. Victor Henry's kind of up there too. He kind of got in the UFC pretty late, but Victor Henry, he's an all-around fighter. He's just outside like the top 15. Ronnie Yaha is on his way out of the UFC. Victor Henry, not really a finisher. I could definitely see a finish here, but I'm going to say like a 30-27 decision for Victor Henry. Next fight in this card, we got Tim Means taking on Euros Medic. Tim Means' last fight, he went out there, KO'd Andre Fiallo. Fight before that, got submitted by Alex Morano in the second round. We got Euros Medic. He was a lightweight, moved up to welterweight. His debut was against Matthew Semmersberger. And I'm going to be honest, bro, I don't even be watching other people's breakdown videos anymore because I was going to pick Euros Medic. And then I seen like 10 other people pick Matthew Semmersberger and they had him by KO. Every single person I seen pick Semmersberger. I thought Euros Medic was going to go out there, make it look easy. And he did. But I switched my pick and got it wrong. And that's why I don't watch other people's breakdown videos anymore because I thought he was going to go out there, make it look easy. And he did exactly that. And I think he's going to do the same thing against Tim Means. Tim Means, he's good on the feet. He's like weirdly good on the feet though. It's like he's not clean. He's open to get hit. Euros Medic, he's pretty clean on the feet. He's good at staying away, and I think he's just gonna piece up Tim Means, and I see him getting a KO because Tim Means, he's been KO'd before, and he's getting up there in age. So. Okay, this next fight I didn't have in the breakdown video. I don't know why, because it didn't show up on the card when I was looking it up. But now we got Jonathan Pierce taking on David Onama. I'm going to rock with David Onama. Jonathan Pierce, he's a good grappler. David Onama, I think he's better on the feet, but I think he's good enough to keep it standing. I could definitely see Pierce get him to the ground, but Onama, he's going to land the bigger shots. He's going to do the most of the damage. Jonathan Pierce is going to find a way to survive, but he's going to lose this fight based off of damage. Let's go. Right, for this next fight. If I get this wrong, bro, MMA makes zero sense. We got Austin Lane taking on, I'm going to butcher his name, but it's like Jonata Dinsey. However you say it. Jonata Dinsey, he's a former kickboxer. It wasn't like he didn't have like too crazy of a kickboxing career, but his last 6 MMA fights, all in the first round, look great in every single one of them. Getting quick finishes, clean finishes, not just people giving up on the regional scene, like him actually landing shit and getting people out of there. And then we got Austin Lane. Former football player. He get hit hard, but he's open to be hit. He's going to get knocked out in the first round. If he doesn't, the sport makes zero sense if he does not get knocked out in the first round. All right. Next fight, bro. I don't even know how to pick this one. We got Ariana Lipsky taking on Karine Silva. Karine Silva, good grappler. Ariana Lipsky has been out-grappled before, but she's been getting a lot better with the takedown defense, and she's the cleaner striker. I don't see Karine Silva beating her on the feet. Karine Silva can take her down and control her. There's 2 fights the fight's going to go. Karine Silva is either going to take her down, control her. Ariana Lipsky is going to go out there and piece her up and beat her on the feet. And I'm going to pick that because Ariana Lipsky, she's been showing good takedown defense lately. Karine Silva, she's on the come up, but she's still pretty like new to the UFC. Ariana Lipsky got a lot more experience in the UFC, and I'm going to rock with her. I think she's been looking good, too. I think her, and she got an armbar. She got an armbar against Casey O'Neill, so she probably can compete on the ground, but I don't want to see her do that, okay? I think she's just better on the feet, and she's going to piece her up and get this easy win. It's going to happen. She's the underdog, too. Next fight in this card, we got Ryan Spann taking on Bogan Gustaf. I'm actually surprised that Ryan Spann's not a bigger favorite, but I'm still not picking him. This is exactly how this fight's going to go. Bogan Gustaf, he's going to have his hands-down style. Ryan Spann, he's going to come in reckless. He's not going to see a shot come in. Bogan Gustaf, he's going to eat a couple shots, but then he's going to clip on the chin. He's going to put him to sleep in the first round, under 2.5 minutes, get him out of there. All right, main event, we got Matheus Nicolau taking on Alex Perez. All right, this one's a tough one because flyweights don't really be making sense. To be honest, no one really makes sense in the UFC, but like flyweights, light heavyweights, middleweights make the least amount of sense, which is half of the divisions. But okay, we got Matheus Nicolau taking on Perez. Both pretty good on the feet, both not bad on the ground either, but I don't see Alex Perez being too good on the feet. I see Nicolau being the better fighter. I could definitely see him getting clipped. But Alex Perez, he's like he's a one-round fighter, bro. He gets finished in the first round, or he gets a finish in the first round. Nicolau, I could see him fighting later and getting him out of there. But Alex Perez, motherfucker. I see Nicolau going out there finishing his ass.